listen, obviously because I like him. If he comes to my girl, man, he's come to me. Do you know what I mean? It's like, hey, not gonna touch man. Not gonna touch
You like pushing her away, like, listen,
come to me, bro.
come to me.
Nah. Yes, I would genuinely go. If he used to pull up on stage and start moving mad, yeah, I was snapping, yeah. I'd be snapping, and I don't know how man do that, bro.
Fair. That's a long drive home, bro. That's long.
Very long. What's the Kiki Palmer thing? That's crazy.
Yeah,
dog.
that's crazy.
And imagine
Kiki's
Usher comes
wild.
on.
Kiki's wild.
Imagine Usher comes on the playlist. Well,
I drive home.
Yeah, he's snapping, bro. Yeah, snapping out. Nah, the concert thing is mad though, but I actually rate what he's doing at the moment. I think it's gonna be like a trend for a lot of the guys now. The residencies now.
It's huge.
But that's been a thing though.
I know residency being a thing, but like I think a lot of it's usually been for like artists that kind of like finished. Yeah. Well, this kind
like
of
Elvis, like even the Elvis film, it was huge when Elvis did it because it was like that's
MJ was gonna do a 50 show one.
Lady Gaga had it as well.
Didn't even know that. That's crazy.
That's mad. But I don't think Lady Gaga should have had one yet.
No.
But like, bro, the
money's there. The money's there.
Like,
but I think for Usher, it's done that for him. Like, when it's like kind of like it's supposed to fall off, he's just kind of like
elevated
him because I thought
because it's Super Bowl now.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's also something that separated him to Chris Brown completely.
And
like,
and
because
he's going
Chris
on the
Brown
world
will
tour.
never do that. He'll never do that.
Chris Brown just never.
He'll never do a Super Bowl.
We know why. We know why.
Yeah,
we know why. Yeah.
At the end of the day, some of these things you have to be like, that's it's conduct, it's character.
bad behavior.
But I saw 50 Cent put up a post there on Instagram saying that Chris Brown is the best artist doing it right now, and nobody wants to say it.
50 Cent said that, yeah. No, I think
50 says crazy stuff.
Yeah,
but that's 50, bro. I wouldn't take 50's word as law.
Yeah, Chris is. Listen, I think about Chris. I just think he's moving like the best artist, but not like the greatest. If you get what I'm trying to say, I think it's like so. I always like in my head, it might not make sense, but I always separate people from the best and the greatest. And the reason I do that is because there's people that like move like a goat, and there's people who are just like absolutely talented. For example, like if you look at boxing, for example, I think of Muhammad Ali as the GOAT, obviously, but then I think of Mayweather as the best. And the reason I say he's the best because he's literally has a clean record. Like he's literally that technically good.
Yeah,
but he's not. And now because he's obviously done 50 and well, I don't know what he's on now, but because he's done all what he's done. People just say GOAT. Like I think GOAT is just kind of like
it's just thrown
around. It's thrown around.
But I'm saying like GOATs really were GOATs back in the day. Like there was really GOATs. You know, I think Mayweather's like technically like the best, but I think there's like a difference between like being the best
and being the greatest
and being like the greatest. Because greatness is like it has other things attached to it.
Yeah.
I think Chris Brown is like he's just. And I said he's moving like the best because he's dropping bangers. But then there's a legendary type of way you move, which I think like it was from the past where MJ was moving like he was the GOAT. You know, Prince was moving like he was the GOAT. There's people that just move like they're the GOAT, like Dr. Dre. They're very GOAT-ish. Jay-Z, GOAT-ish people.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Chris is still moving a bit immature in some aspects.
That's
like there was one thing where I think
like
Selena Gomez was sitting at some award show. She heard Chris Brown's name being mentioned in being nominated for something, and then she kind of winced, and that went viral. It went viral.
Yeah.
And then he went back at her being like I'm still the greatest ever or something like that.
Because she went at him though.
Hell. But just being like
there's certain
Did you see the one with Tinashe just there? What he like he was just saying like name
oh yeah
name like I think it was 1 or 7
it was like name 7 Tinashe songs
or we're all dead.
He said that
yeah. And you can't name 7 Tinashe songs.
No, God knows.
2 on
I think Player is the only song I know for Player.
I only know songs that she's been
featured on.
I can't even remember her features. See, she's one of those artists that just goes away.
Yeah, she went away. She went away with time.
Man, no Tinashe.
It's not.
She had Player with Chris Brown. She had All My Friends with Chance the Rapper.
All my friends, yeah.
She had 2 On with you
Two
said.
On,
That's her biggest
Super
song.
Love is one track. I don't even know Super Love.
I wouldn't even know what that would sound
No.
like.
Yeah.
Like that ass.
Yeah, no, she fell out. But like again, he's Chris Brown is very clapbackish, but like I think his catalog speaks for himself. Like he's cold.
Yeah, like I was never
I know
like
he is.
I don't like it seems as if I'm like always defending Chris Brown. I'm just defending the art he makes. You get
Yeah,
me? You
but
get me?
again, listen,
That's all for me.
defend the art it makes is a slippery slope. 'Cause you can defend other people's arts. You know, we don't want to defend other people's art as well. You know,
But on that note, welcome to Bar for Bar, musical conversational podcast. I'm your co-host Ron, alongside.
I'm Dan. What's up?
Yo, man, and we're missing the other two boys, man.
Yeah, sadly, Mick. Well, sadly not. Mick is actually going to be at Abby Coulibaly's headliner, which if people are at that, fair play to you all, because that's a cool thing. She's doing the Academy Green Room, which is sick. Great for the scene as well, great for the space, as we thought. And then Kev, sadly, is in the Himalayas. No.
Every single time.
Kev's just not well. Kev will be back. But yeah, so it's just, we're chopping it up. We brought back,
is this probably our first guest? First guest we had on the show.
That's yeah.
Yeah, man.
was there?
You were first guest.
Mad.
That's a year ago still. That's this time a year ago.
Flip, right? Yeah.
Bro, that's mad. Yeah, that's wild. That was a good
Yeah, it was a good. Yeah, it was a good
That was
time.
good,
I remember that.
was
Rapping
good.
at the start and everything was sick.
Bro. Yeah, that was good fun, babe. Listen, Katie, thanks for coming back, bro.
Thank you so much for having me, boys. I said to the boys, I showed them in church. I was like, "Yo, boys, I'm coming on the pod, man." I like the conversation he's had about the Irish scene, the Irish music scene, and I was like, you know,
yo, I think I just got a few bookings in there.
Yeah, you do your thing.
Do your thing, man.
Bro.
That's the life of the CEO.
It's the life of it. Oh, as you know fully well. So,
Yeah.
what and like how's things over with like Seta was the space, those things? That's
Yeah.
sick. It's a cool idea.
Yeah, no, listen, we're just pushing. Obviously, as you guys will know, like it's a balance.
Yeah,
you
for
have
sure.
to get some sort of balance in, like, because you know people when people want to do what they want to do, like they want to do their podcast. You know, the people want to record their music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that's what they want to do, and then sometimes you have to look at, like, you know, your schedule, and you realize, like, literally I have no space anymore. Every week there's no space, you know, especially because I have to be present, you know. So, and then again, I don't have the team, you know, I don't have the same team, you know, you guys have, where it's like, you know, my partners are not necessarily involved in the day-to-day running. Yeah. So I'm kind of like running
A lot of it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's difficult, but I'm now working to build a team. So once I build a team, you know, I know I'm sorry,
Bro, yeah, 100%. And even like one of the coolest things I think this is partly side setup, but also even with Open Circle was one of the sickest things that I've always chatted with people about is like the team you have is incredible.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, the team, the Open Circle is just about that sick team. The team is really, really good, man. And yeah, they're just people who are just like, they were all out committed.
Yeah, completely bought in.
Yeah, bro. Like we to get like I think we had a retreat and we had like 30 people from the teams to come out.
That's
from the
mad.
team. And I was just kind of like, yo, I looking at the team, I was like, this is crazy, because we had this time 3 years ago, well, not during COVID, just right before COVID, we had about 30 people total coming to Open Circle, because we had moved venue, and for months we just had nobody coming out.
That's wild.
And so there's only about 30 people. Now there's 30 people in the team.
Yeah, that's weird.
You know, so it's quite it's a good thing, man. Building teams is what is needed, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
100.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you something.
Go on, talk to me, bro.
I was saying to him, I want to ask you something.
Go on, talk to me.
People, the last episode, you rapped, right?
Ah, yes.
No, but I am just curious because you're a good rapper. Like
Yeah,
you actually are a good rapper.
Yeah.
But why did you stop music? Like why did you stop releasing music?
Oh man,
Or have you stopped? Is there a plan to go back into it?
I think, yeah.
Did you fall out of love with it? Like where did the have you now put on a thing of gonna go Jay-Z thing and gone a business route and be like, I'm a businessman now? Where's your head at in this? I've just been always intrigued to ask you this.
Do you know, I don't think I ever made enough of an imprint in the music scene to do a Jay-Z type of thing. But I think, bro, when I just looked at the music industry, you look at music industry, you think about, and really, I don't like to kind of rain on people's parades in the music industry, especially because that's people's creative outlets.
Yeah, for sure.
Stuff like that, But when you look at it over time, I love making music, so that's why I can make music and never release, because I enjoy music. I enjoy the creation and stuff like that. Yeah. But when it comes to the business side of it, that's the most tedious thing ever, and in Ireland it's very difficult. Not to say it's impossible. We can clearly see it's possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We know people who are living off this thing. So it's possible. But, for the route I was going, so if I was to have a comparison UK wise, it would be Retry 2 or a Gets.
Those type of books.
That would be me. I would be the Irish Gets or Retch.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you chose those two, because Gets and Retch, they're beloved within the community, within that aspect of hip hop.
100%.
If we're even to look at UK music, it's you wouldn't even say Gets and Retch get the love from the UK in general.
No.
Now, if you were to put that into Ireland, where we're already
struggling.
It's not that the talent isn't there, they are
100.
there. For me, whenever I hear, for me, it's Avellino. Whenever I hear an Avellino or something,
bro,
how is he not bigger than he should be? You get me?
So it's either. So this is how I think about it. I could have either gone the Retch. I could have gone the Retch Gets Av route because of the wordplay, because of just the cleverness in the music, right? And which core music fans would love. They'll be we'd love, but the masses won't really mess with.
Yeah.
So then it's either you're that, or you're Dave, who has that cleverness, but he's loved by the masses.
Yeah.
It's a hit or miss in a sense. So the Irish scene is too small to be a Retch.
Oh, I hear it, but then does that discourage someone that they shouldn't try it?
No.
But it's the truth. It's the fact of the matter is that it's gonna take a long time.
That's what I mean. We haven't even reached the level where we're genuinely breaking down Seto's lyrics. Did you get what I'm saying?
I hear.
Did you get what I'm saying?
I hear. Yeah,
we're just doing reactions.
We're just doing reactions.
No. I'm saying Seto's lyrics are good, but I'm saying we're not literally breaking down what he's saying. Is he telling a story here? Only real music fanatics, that people that really understand rap and hip hop, are able to do that for those people. But there's only a few of us that can really appreciate that for what it actually is. What everybody else is hearing a vibe.
That's true. No, it's true, and that's what the music that's popping off from this country is, that I vibe with it. It's the sound. It's when you hear it and you're like, oh, I like how it sounds. I like how it makes me feel. Yeah. I'm not really focused on what the person is saying, really, but it's just, I like that sound where what he's saying of someone like Retch or someone like Gets or someone even of that magnitude, you appreciate what they're saying. The double entendres, the different things.
Storytelling, everything.
Everything.
Do you think, right? I don't know if you ever seen J1.
Yeah.
Did you see I'm just seeing it again. The listening part that Lippy did.
Have you seen this?
Oh, the old Missy party.
Link Up TV, I think. And they're all listening to it. Yeah. And Lippy is breaking.
I love Lippy, bro.
They're breaking it down.
Lippy's my favorite. Bro.
By the end of it, obviously Lippy's snapping, and then all of them are kind of at the start they were kind of give us some time. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Bro. And then over some time they were like, yo, this is mid. And it's even mid is even a compliment because. And then what they were saying then was, he definitely sounds like he's from one of those sides like Coventry.
Yeah.
So outside of London, right? So just think. I
remember this.
You got to think about that. Yeah, what Coventry gas is, and you could go from Coventry and come out and get into the into the eyes of the London people, whatever it is, but doesn't mean the London people are gonna gas you.
Yeah, they won't gas you.
Because they're gonna dissect your lyrics.
Yeah.
Because they're at that level where they can dissect everything you do as a musician.
That's crazy.
Ireland is lower than Coventry.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, that's mad.
In
And
terms
then
of consumerism.
And that even makes sense of why then it took so much time for a lot of UK artists to break in America, because then America's a whole
different ball game.
ballgame.
Do you understand? So like even that's something that's more clearer. It's like before Manchester and Birmingham were like accepted within the London community or London scene. It took a second. Do you know what I mean? What's happening?
What's up, bro? No, you're good, man. What's up,
Go ahead.
man?
What's the internet?
The internet. If you go into that room, you'll see oh, it's right there, bro. I'm getting it for you.
It's there, yeah?
Yeah, that's mad, bro.
Do you get it?
I completely get you. No, he's
What's
blessed.
happening, man?
Enjoy.
But yeah, no, like as in, so when you think of consumerism, right? So like in Manchester, in Birmingham, you know, there was some sick guys who like only a few of them were being recognized in London. Like you know, it wasn't a thing because London had a standard that the rest of the country didn't necessarily have. So what I'm saying, I'm saying Lippy's breaking down his bars and goes, that was probably lit in Coventry, but it's not going to run here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With us, if we gas everything, and this is why I said, boys, get me on, because I want to just talk my thing.
talk.
Yeah. Like, you know,
go. Let's run.
if we gas everything, we are stagnating ourselves. We're just keeping ourselves in one box, and we're just gassing mid. And I'm not saying everybody in the scene is mid. I'm not saying the guys that do it. There's definitely some quality artists that can stand anywhere. But what I'm saying is, we keep celebrating mid, and that's why I can't be a wretch here,
Right.
right? Because if I was trying to be a wretch here, everything is going over your head.
Yeah,
Bro, that's one of the worst things when you know you're doing something, whatever art you're doing, whatever your craft is, and you've made it with a specific intent.
Yeah.
And it just goes over people's heads.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
bro.
It's horrible feeling.
Yeah, like think about you. Like obviously you do like a lot of things. Ron, there's nothing that Ron doesn't do.
Nah, fam,
but like
jeez.
you know, Ron does a lot of things, especially with like videography and stuff like that, and visuals. And Ron has been doing some things years ago.
Yeah.
As in time
ago, bro.
right? That I know niggas did not catch on to the back then. They just didn't. They didn't know what he was doing. You know.
No.
So I'm saying like, it's just how it is, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like we're not. I'm not trying to insult the Irish intelligence. I'm not trying to do any of those things. What I'm saying is, we just need to like have a higher standard.
I think that's it, man. I think our standard is so low that you know.
But the barrier of entry is also so low.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's it. Like I was having a chat with JLOL the other day, a few weeks ago or something. We were just talking about we were talking about the UK. Like I was asking him what gigs did you go into the UK. I was like, I was giving him his flowers because like he's after had a headline show in Brixton.
Jay is cold.
Yeah,
Jay is cold. He's doing his thing.
He
for
dropped
sure.
an EP this year and all that. And I was just like, yo, so what are you seeing out there? And the differences here is like the level out there it's insane. Like their barrier of entry is so high that even the person that's over that barrier of entry is at such a high level won't even make it. That's
crazy.
Yeah. And that person, if we were to bring that person over
Here,
here,
celebrate.
They'd be. That's mad.
Yeah, and again, like when it comes to like making music, like again, so there's one aspect where like you think about the consumers, you think about like, guys, is my music is this the place for my music? You know what I mean? Where you think like, is my music
Gonna pop here.
It's gonna pop here. It's gonna like resonate here.
Yeah.
Is the culture gonna get it? Are they gonna understand it? So you think about that. Then you also think about like, again, compare, right? So for example, Reg and Gets, and you know, especially Reg and Gets have been in the scene way longer than someone like Dave or Stormzy, or you know, or I don't know who the guys are now, but like, you know, they've
Like
been
Central C, all those boys, yeah.
Central C, right? They've been in the scene way longer, right? And Reg wouldn't be able to do the O2 Arena today.
no.
He just won't be able to do it. You know, Getz did a great tour last about 2-3 years ago. a great tour for his last album that he released. Very good tour, and I think he was supposed to come to Dublin, but I think that that got cancelled. But he did a UK tour, sold out all the equivalents of the Academy main room.
Yeah.
But you'd have a 1,000-seater, 2,000-seater max type of vibe. So he was doing that very, very well. Birmingham, Manchester, I think Leeds and London, and 3 London dates. So really good. But he can't do the O2 Arena.
And he can also, even to break it down into money.
Yeah.
Like, he can only sell his ticket at a certain price. Like, you're not buying a get ticket for 80 to 100 euros or something. Thing.
That's
crazy. Central C can do that now.
Yeah.
Central C is one of the few artists right now in the world who can drop and it pop. Because the scene, where the scene is right now, is it's in an uncertain place. Right? So I can invest, I can pump money into like a certain artist, and that artist may not sell albums because we have TikTok today.
Yeah.
The algorithm has changed on us right now. So Central C and Ice Spice will be the only two that we can say like, yo, when they drop, we know that the world's listening.
Yeah.
But like the rest is very hard to predict. It's
true.
You can't predict what Kendrick will sell today. He has his core fan base, but you can't predict that he's going to go number one. You can't even predict that because TikTok has such a chokehold on the music scene that
it's just kind of a shame, though.
100%.
Like, I don't want to be bashing TikTok and whatever. Yeah. I mean, we may sound like old heads when you say it, but like, isn't it horrible that like for your song, for you to be deemed successful, you need to hear you through TikTok?
It is horrible,
isn't it?
But again, it's just the way. It's just the way that we're. It's the way we're in. Yeah. It's the time we're in. Think about it, right? If I was to give you, if I was to ask you, top of your head voice, top 3 Afrobeat artists, just go.
It's Burna, it's Wiz, and it's.
I don't even like now. You can say Davido.
No, it's not. No, I wouldn't even say. Yeah, I was gonna say Rama. Yeah, it's Rama. Say Burna, and then I maybe say Wiz.
Right. If you go to Nigeria or you go to Africa where Afrobeat,
Afrobeat,
obviously the guys are talking about Wiz, Brand, Davido, like especially Nigeria, Wiz and Davido as OGs, right? Olamide as OGs, right? These guys are OGs. Now, Rama has been in the game 4, 5, maybe 6. I don't know how many years. He's relatively recent. Okay. Rama is the highest streaming Afrobeat artist ever. Right?
Off that one song?
Off that.
Not that he is not talented. Rama is very talented. He's actually someone I'm happy he has a success.
Yeah. And he's level-headed as well. He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy. And he's like 21 or something, bro.
He's mad.
21?
Yeah, he's
young, mad young, bro.
He's young, bro.
But Rama is the highest streaming Afrobeat artist of all time.
That's crazy.
And so you got to think about like the impact of TikTok. Yeah. You have to consider that in terms of
He's right. And then, like even like everyone and their mom. My own mom was there walking around singing "Calm Down."
Baby, calm down.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and then you put on top of that Selena Gomez on top of that. It was it was a marketing thing to just send it. Yeah.
And, okay. Say it wasn't Rema, because Rema's actually a good example of like someone who's actually talented. He's actually really talented. But CK, that did I don't know the song. I forgot how it was all over TikTok. It was you know what I'm talking about. It's like it was a melody line.
It's not Electricity. That's not him. No, that's
CK.
What's the track?
You know it?
I know.
I know the song when I hear it, but again, I'm a French Afro guy.
It's is it Love?
Yeah.
Love Nawat? Love Nawat?
Yeah. That one to do. Do you mind playing it? I just want to hear it. It's just I keep forgetting how it sounds, but it's like it's so popular. I actually annoying me that.
Play it. We need to play it.
Yeah.
Hear it.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was all over TikTok for months,
ages.
Chokehold. If he ended up, how many streams I don't know if you can see.
I can see on my phone here. Just say here.
Just check,
it's
just
like
check
it's literally 760 million.
right? So he's close to 1 billion streams on that,
Okay.
right? Which is, if you look at Afrobeats, that's a great thing.
Oh yeah, huge.
It's a great thing, right? But when you think of Afrobeats, you don't think of CK. You think of the Burners. You think of the
Yeah,
Wiz.
it's true.
You think,
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, no. Thank God Burner's still doing well. Thank God Davido and Wiz is still doing well. But like, you know, imagine them being overlooked with the quality they give by someone who just drops one song and is almost the highest streaming Afrobeat. He's like probably the second. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. And so when I think about music in Ireland, I think about, you know, what are we celebrating? Like is it the Burners? Is it the Wretches? Is it the is it the J. Cole's?
I would even ask, like, are we even celebrating enough? Or, like, I feel like we celebrate a few. For the amount of artists we have in the country, we only know about, like list me 10 Irish artists right now.
Fires,
I could send
Kojak.
I'll take Jaffa out of it, man. He's not even an artist anymore, bro.
Active.
No, he's actually like.
Okay, fair. Okay.
Maybe he doesn't want me to mention it to the world. He's not even making music anymore, bro.
Nah, okay.
You don't believe me?
Should we keep that?
No, it's all right. Like,
it's all right.
I'm saying it to him. I'm saying it to the world if he doesn't say.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah.
Exclusive.
Only here.
Hell yeah. Love, man. Go Kojak, Abi Kulabai. We go Manjala. We'll go Gliders. We'll go Soleil.
Yeah.
Soleil. We'll go
Cello.
Cello. We'll go Officer. We'll go we'll also go. Oh crap! What are we having the blank? Also,
JLOL.
We'll go JLOL. We'll have Plantain Pappy. No, we'll have Plantain Pappy. We'll have Femi. We'll have. I can go. Keep going. We have.
But out of those, like, how many? Like, we don't have any household names. If we take a youth off the street and ask them, "Do you know so and so?" They wouldn't. They know.
I'll tell you who they would know.
It's very regional.
There's no Officer in Cello.
They know Officer and Cello.
Okay.
They know. No, I'd say that's the banking of that. They know Officer and Cello.
If I
And
was
then
to bank on
in White
anything,
Irish side, they know Kojak. And they know Jemidon Levy.
I'd even say some of the white guys would know Officer and Cello.
Oh yeah, they would.
Because
Yeah,
it's more white youths that come up to me and say like, "Do you know Cello?"
Yeah.
Like, because obviously Cello has an impact in the community.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that, but not Cello. But I want to talk about something that I wanted to talk to you boys about.
Yeah, run it, bro.
I think in Ireland, right? Actually, do you know, Ron?
Yeah.
We'll come back to the celebrating thing because I think you had that's a good
good
thing
point.
to like to not just like skip over, yeah.
No.
But bro, I think there's only a 5-year life span
5-year lifespan
at a level in Ireland if you just don't do the madness. Here's I'm only stating this. This is David's opinion, but this is why I think this, right?
Speak.
Came from an era where, well, the people before me never really did anything crazy. They just showed us that we can make music.
But I'd say maybe Hare Squead.
No. Hare Squead is my era.
Okay, yeah. Before that, yeah.
Hare Squead is my era.
No, I hear you.
Before my era, it was.
It was just you were literally
very underground.
Yeah,
very underground. It's like,
yeah.
oh, like you make music was crazy.
Yeah,
like you make music.
That's
and then,
crazy to think.
You know,
Yeah.
shows. Come on,
Was never happening. Yeah.
No, man, we're not doing shows.
Yeah.
Man, we're not doing shows.
No.
Man, we're not doing any shows.
That's
right?
crazy.
The only thing we got from people was, you know, they'll drop the music on maybe Facebook and you get. Whatever it was, and then you get a music video if anything, you know. So that was the era before us. We started doing I'm not gonna say started doing the videos, but we were doing the videos. We were doing the shows. Definitely with the first ones to kind of get into the show space.
Yeah,
we're doing the shows and using all these venues,
usually, yeah.
Right, so that's
even a part of that.
Yeah, 100%. Like that's the era of like Hare Squead.
Yeah,
guys.
Hare Squead.
You know, Super City were doing their thing. You know,
Super City, another name.
Yeah,
Super City
Jay was doing his thing there. You know, Soleil was doing her thing.
Yeah.
At a level there, you know, or she was even, or we could just call it. We were all rising at that stage. I remember. Let's go like 2015, 16, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's rising, right? And then, boom, it takes off. A lot of people start taking off, right? I want to say 2017, 18.
A lot of people start taking off?
Well, not a lot. Definitely not a lot, sorry. But you know, Hare Squead are at their peak.
Yeah.
Gold Link.
Gold Link's crazy.
They were in
Asia as
Korea.
well.
They were in
Korea.
Korea. They came to Dublin, did the Putting Factory. Jesse did the Wall of Death. It was
that's
mad.
crazy. That's mad. That's
people,
mad.
it was Hare Squead. Here's where I realized Hare Squead's thing was different, guys. Yeah. I went to Paris in 2019. Jesse had gone from the group already, right? It was just Lilo and Tony, right?
Tony, yeah.
We went to Paris. They were doing a tour, bro. I'm not even joking. I'd hit Lilo up way before, like, yo, I'm gonna be in Paris 21st Feb, like, and we know your show's there, like, can we pull up on everything? He's like, yeah, easy. So we get to the door. Like, obviously, he's saying like we can pull up without tickets and everything. Easy. We pulled up. Show is sold out to capacity. This isn't a small venue. This is, you know, like maybe just bigger than Green Room, Academy Green Room. Like maybe a little, like as in Paris. We get there, sold out. We had to cut. Hey, Lilo, we're outside. Okay, they get us in. Packed room, packed. We stand at the front. They start running the music, boys. Yeah, everybody is singing the lyrics. It's, you know, sometimes in Dublin when you have some nights where like random people just come into a space, nobody knows who the artist is. They just got to play the gig in the place. So it's not even their crowd. Bro, we did a show. We just did a show.
And bare people
walking in. I was like, and some guy came on the stage. I goes, wait, did you buy a ticket?
It didn't happen. That's just workman's, bro.
But no, everybody bought a ticket for their show.
That's crazy.
And everybody sang their songs. Like I was there. Everybody sang the songs. Like even the raps. Right? So I'm thinking, these men were at a level.
In Paris, that's crazy.
They were at a level.
And I will say, I don't think we've reached that level yet since.
No way.
No.
Sorry.
Like, I think there's people that have that. Obviously, we have a few sparks that are coming up right now and are doing their thing. But I don't even think they're at 50% of what Hare Squead were at the time.
Let me tell you why. Hare Squead rode that, you know, car till the wheels fell off. They literally.
Come on, I like that. That's
they
Friday.
They literally did, boys. As in, they obviously what happened with Jesse's unfortunate.
Yeah.
If Jesse was all good and they were still all together, where they were going was what we would have been super proud of.
Yeah.
I would have changed the whole Irish scene trajectory.
Yeah.
I promise you, boys.
Yeah.
They were like, when it was unfathomable to be on BBC One Extra, they were on it. When these men were doing shows in Canada, Joey Badass, you know, they were doing.
For me, when I saw them on Colours
is when I was like, that's mad.
Colours is great, but Colours was even an aftermath. Trust me.
Yeah.
Because it was only the two
Gully.
boys.
They did just the two boys. They did it with Gully.
With Gully. It was still an aftermath.
Yeah,
you got to understand, these men were going, like, the sky was not even the limit. Like, it was beyond the sky. They were going so high, right? And it was going to be so great. And obviously, it's unfortunate, but they were the only example I could speak of today of people who were going to break that 5-year gap. So what I'm saying, right, is everyone gets to a level and it's like they celebrate that level.
Yeah.
Right? So Jaffa, like, that's my boy. I'll speak boldly on it. Jaffa, you know, does longitude that's like, what the hell do I do after that? It's a mental thing.
Yeah.
You've gone to a few shows in the Netherlands and Germany. You have a song with Joy Crooks and you do all this.
Yeah.
These are good stuff.
These are good. It was at the time. I remember fully. Yeah,
you're supposed to ride it. You're supposed to just keep but next level, pull out more tricks.
Yeah.
obviously COVID had an impact on a lot of man. Yes, 100%. But I'm saying like Soleil as well. She was the number one female artist, bro. Her song played every single day on the radio.
Bro.
She literally has so many plaques for that, bro.
That's crazy.
But she didn't write it, bro. She did it. She did an amazing job. Again, and what I'm saying is like to get to that level, boys, yeah, is a phenomenal thing. To get to be a black Irish woman to be played every day on the radio,
it's crazy.
Is a phenomenal thing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But you see the problem with our culture is that seems to be the peak for us. That seems to be the Mount Rushmore. That seems to be the top of the mountain. That's like
that can't be it, bro.
It can't be.
Like, for me personally, the Mount Rushmore, getting to the top, we're still way off it. Getting to the top isn't just getting an award here or getting your song on the radio. Getting into the top is having multiple songs on the radio, multiple albums that are going gold, platinum, or whatever. Multiple, like literally, that your income is
getting to the top
from
is
there.
being the equivalent to. I know we talked about them last week, but it's the equivalent to being like U2. The script. Like it's the equivalent of actually going fully commercial.
There you go.
like
It's fully commercial of like that is like you're a household name in the globe when you're from Ireland. You represent us.
For
like,
an example, you're talking about 2015, 2016. In that era, I think Dermot Kennedy was around, right?
Yeah.
He was busking on
Grafton
Street.
It's mad, boys, isn't it?
Then he goes off.
to America.
Yeah.
And then and I have Americans text me being like, do we love Dermot Kennedy? I'm like, bro, he's not even loved in his own country like that. Until
everybody loves him.
Until everybody loves him.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like
That's
unfortunately
mad.
it's kind of like, and that's what when we say like you ask the question, do we celebrate enough? And I'm like, we don't have the culture of like really championing people.
No.
But at the same,
I think we're afraid to champion people. I think we'll champion. Okay, so and so posted this. Okay, he liked it now.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll say I like the song as well.
Yeah. Because again, for me, like people have come to the studio mad at me, like, bro, you only talk about Jaffa, you only talk about Hare Squead, you only talk about some. I'm like, I'm like, bro, check out the levels, boys. Like, as in, check out the levels.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not saying that to kind of dismiss the levels today, but I'm saying the levels are still good. I'm not even like, again, I'm not saying the levels are rubbish. I'm saying, but check out the levels these men were operating at. Like, these men they were recognized globally. Like, as in, Goldlink said, I'm gonna release a single with that hook.
Yeah, with that hook. Yeah.
You're not clocking it.
No, it's crazy.
Do you know? And Lilo would have played me 3 versions of that hook before they even released it. To know that this is the one that makes sense, because the other 3 that he played for me, cold. But to know that this is the one that makes sense, it takes a music type of genius to know
100,
that.
100.
So they had some things that not enough man have today, right? And again, if you operate at a level that is really good, that could be reckoned with worldwide, everyone in Ireland should get behind that person. Push. Someone like Abby Coulibaly should be pushed to a next level because she is cold.
Yeah.
Someone like Monjola or his brother, Moyo.
Moyo
is probably the coldest.
I've said Moyo is the coldest of all of them. In
Of
my
all of them,
opinion,
man.
Moyo is the coldest of all of them.
He should be pushed.
There is no Abby and there is no Manjola if there's no Moyo.
Yeah.
The boy literally has the credits for all of it, like majority of their tracks. Like
He's
sick.
He's probably
sick.
the coldest, right?
He's
So
sick.
you gotta push him and champion him like he's the flipping goat. You gotta push these man like they're the goats, or else they just have this 5-year pop. Now my fear is if Cello and Officer don't push to the next level, like ride it out, right? There is a danger or there's a risk of being the artist of the past.
There's a danger,
So
especially
quickly.
for Ancelo's thing, of just being an artist with just a niche,
Yeah.
and you're just known as that guy who just raps in just about different counties and
Yeah.
about different. Rather than, I think Cello can go up a level and not have his thing be equivalent of, I'm known as a rapper who raps in like with Irish things in general, or like even have Irish jargon. He can just be a cold Irish rapper who just raps about what like his life.
Cold Irish rapper. Yeah.
Just because there's some elements of I've heard this from other people.
Possibility.
And he has the possibility. But I've heard like even one thing that we talked about. You played me the Officer track that came out. What was the one?
The first, second single.
The first single.
Living Proof.
Living Proof.
Yeah.
Living Proof's cold. Cold. But also, it was just him literally talking about, I'm living proof.
Yes, bro.
This is me. This is his life.
Yeah.
There was no anything else of him being like, oh, this is me trying to put, like, I'm from Ireland, I'm this and that. He's just, no, I'm talking about this. And it resonated with everybody. And it was a cold track. Like, we need more of that.
And then he followed up with the second single, which
Stick
is
to the plan.
still cold.
Stick to the plan.
Yeah. Still cold.
Bro, so me, when I listen to music, right, if I spin it twice, I'm like, okay, I liked it enough to spin it twice. I just want to hear it, make sure it was okay. When I spin it a third time, it means I'm
cold.
I'm messing with it.
Yeah.
I had it in the car going up and down the streets from the street to my house. I was replaying it twice because it takes me 10 minutes to get here. Replaying it twice. When I was just like, okay, that song, like I was living proof. I was like, yeah, Officer's back.
Yeah.
Then her stick to the plan. I'm like, yo, I'm ready for this project he's putting out.
Yeah.
Now I think when it
I
comes,
am ready for the Officer's product. I am.
I think when it comes to, getting past that 5 year or whatever gap that is, or to get to the next level.
Yeah, it might not be 5. It might be 3. It might be 2. It might be 10. As well.
Whatever it is, I think what it is the music. At the end of the day, it's the music. It's the craft. It's what you do. Because good music, hopefully, and I always believe that the good will rise. Good music will rise. Whatever.
Ron, I'm so with you on that. Yeah. So when we talk about TikTok, right? Yeah. And we say like it's a good thing, cool. But I think there is going to be a way where it's like, I'll talk about 2 things real quickly. Everything eventually gets regulated. We all eventually come to balance.
Yeah.
Right. It all just kind of okay, cool. The hype dies down, and then we get to see what is. Right. So the TikTok thing is it can promote any type of song right now, and anyone can pop right now, right? But then eventually comes back and we see like Usher's the GOAT.
Like 2020, 2021. Do you know what song was popping?
Like Meg Thee Stallion or something, wasn't it?
No, even a fella called CJ Whoopty.
Whoop dick. Yeah, better gone. Better gone.
You get me?
I don't even know who that is, but yeah.
Bro,
He just had like this like kind of American drill, New York sound, whatever.
Yeah. So everyone kind of has this hype, right?
Yeah. How do you sustain it?
How do you say sustain is the whole different, it's a whole different thing. So when it comes to like Officer or Cello specifically, Cello would be a better rapper in my opinion. Yeah, I think from hearing what he can do, he's a better rapper, all around rapper.
Yeah.
Officer surprised me when he did Living Proof and Stick to the Plan. Because Officer, all I heard before was drill. And drill is not really popping too tough anymore.
No, it's dying actually.
Right, so that's what I'm saying, like, because sounds have a timeline as well.
Yeah.
Like they all sounds have it, so there's only a few people who can last the test of time where you can say, hey, he was popping in the grime era, he's popping in the drill era, and he's popping in the rap era. To pop in all those like seasons, you are good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or to even just exist, or to like be still relevant, because everyone's career goes like that. You know what I mean? And some do that and then do that and just never come back up. Some, obviously good artists, can maintain a level.
Ride the wave.
Yeah, a level. So again, even if I could go the route of podcasting, anything we're doing, boys, hype is always at the start, or when people recognize you. When we had the Blonde Bob moment, we look back. Do you remember the Blonde?
100%, of course.
Like we look
Manny,
back
then
at
man,
it.
shout out to Manny.
Or even Dongo's one where he stuck it in his up.
Dongo's a great example of someone who rode a wave, by the way.
He did.
Great example.
He did.
Great example. Just say that, yeah.
Now, we look back at that era and we're like, we did like what we did was what we thought we should have done, but looking back, we could, like, when I say ride that wave, like your life depends on, like, drop the merch, like. Did you get it?
How much you would have made, bro?
go crazy with it. You know, because you literally had the audience of 20 from Manny's one, from the Blonde Bob one. We had the audience of about 30 million people. About 30 million people. Right?
Jesus, Lord of mercy.
What did we do with that? We thought, go live. We went live once. And we thought like, people, because you get caught up in like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But like, you don't know the level at which you can like break the barriers and like introduce yourself and say, I'm here to stay. I'm not just like someone you saw for 30 seconds on the shade room. I'm gonna be someone that you're constantly gonna see. Like again, that's how you see Madam Joyce, for example, rode a wave. She says, you're gonna put me on Shade Borough one time? You're gonna put me again. You're gonna put me again and again and again. So she first started off as a stranger, but then she made herself so like
familiar.
You gotta be familiar. And I think what we do when we get to the international stages, we say, hey, we made it, guys. And we tell everybody in Ireland that, I did a tour with Dua Lipa, or I did a tour with this person, or I was on the BBC radio, or and then we come back. It's like, bro, you're supposed to tell BBC I'm here to stay.
Yeah.
Like,
you're on this multiple times. I'm on a tour. I've got my own tour.
Yeah.
I basically live at the BBC.
Yes.
That type of thing.
Do you know what I mean? So I think that's what keeps us at we peak, and we don't know what to do after the peak. So the man just drop. Right, and so when I think about Cello and I think about Officer, and again I was saying Cello's in my opinion, a better rapper. Officer shocked me with his last two songs, which gives me hope for him. But then he's dropping a project, and I had a word with Officer. I said, I think this is a bit too late. Now I'm hoping it's that good that makes us be like, we forgive you.
Yeah.
But I think when Officer was loud, was when he obviously they came off of the A92 with the fumes engineer, and then he's doing like a tour of freestyle shows where he goes on BBC's Fire in the Booth. He goes on Mad About Bars.
And even if you don't rate this person, the fella had a track with KSI. Like that's a giant audience, bro. It's massive.
And so in that space you're supposed to just go crazy. Now, obviously, artists are going through different things.
This is what I'm just gonna say as well, but I understand that, but I do think for what he's saying, there's an element of, I just don't think that everyone's willing to actually put in that risk.
You could go crazy.
I don't think that it's actually mad. I was actually doing this. I'm actually doing like a business course, and they talk about how there's different levels of risk when it comes to business. There's a high appetite for risk.
Yeah.
There's a moderate appetite for risk, and there's a low appetite for risk. And the level of risk is to take. There's high risk, high reward. Moderate risk, moderate reward. Low risk, low reward. So whenever if you choose to invest everything into this moment and be able to bet on it, you could, even if that looks like dropping out of college or dropping out and just going fully fledged in it, you could either flop and then you just have to start again, or you could go to the moon. You could take a moderate risk and be like, we'll dip in here and there, and you're safe. And the reward is like, okay, we might do a few live shows, we might film this, but your reward was not actually as great as the high the risk could be. If it's low risk, then you're like, we could just maybe put out a song now again and do something like that. It'd be cool. It might blow up, it might not, but it's still a low level of risk. So it's the thing of like, you actually have to fully bet on yourself and fully actually be like at that point of, we're on this thing, go fully all in and the whole thing, like completely, just drop it. Like you have this moment now, just go. Don't even think about what happens. Go.
How often?
But no one will do that because we're afraid.
How often are you going to get an audience of 2 million people?
That's crazy.
The second you see yourself, and again, this is what successful people will tell you. They'll tell you, hey, I wasn't lucky. Opportunity just met my preparation.
Your preparation, yeah.
All it is. Yeah. If the way I think now is like, I'm waiting, just by accident, let us go viral, or by accident, I'm just waiting. Watch when we get a sniff. We're gonna break through those doors. We're gonna take every opportunity to kind of again. And I'll tell you, for example, we had Charlie on, right, and we had I think it went viral, moderate viral, where he talks about guys like focus, stop,
Oh yeah.
right, focus, right.
You mentioned about like masturbating.
Guys, focus, right, and it kind of went a bit mad, and then he had another one where he says like the devil works super hard, right, and we saw the names that were commenting, Harry Pinero,
Like what?
few man, trust me, few of these like big TikTok man, big
And YouTube man and all them. Yeah, some of them. Yeah, knows them.
I was like, because I'm not on the Instagram, but I'm like, if we're sharp, you tell the boys. But the problem was, so usually we would have prepared to go to the UK
Yeah.
every year. This year, because of so many things that were happening, we're not able to go to the UK. But if we were going to the UK, in that moment that you see Harry Pinero, you now text Harry Pinero and tell him, broski, we're going to be in London in 2 months. Can we book you in the Friday the 21st of November? We're going to be in the London Podcast Studios,
yeah. Is that Savage
5
Dan's
o'clock.
one? Or is
Savage
that?
Dan.
Yeah, bro.
No, Savage Dan is Jukebox.
Oh, Jukebox, innit, yeah.
Yeah. You tell 7 o'clock we're going to be. You let him know the information already. Because there's a small window of opportunity. Because what really happened there is Harry seen Charlie, his mate, on some Irishman podcast, and he liked it so much that he liked it and commented how funny this is. You gotta capitalize on his attention.
On his attention, yeah.
You gotta capitalize on his attention. Irishmen are not capitalizing on the
people's
attention.
No, that's
Bro,
very
you gotta go crazy with it. If you catch anyone, you step into that door, bro. And again, we're so surprised. So whenever we go to London and we say like, yo, we have this podcast, these man like, yeah, we know. We've seen you, man.
That's mad.
We've seen you, man. But the problem is, like, some of them have seen us. And a lot of these are content creators, and even times in the UK I've been stopped, like as in people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that was
No,
based.
but that would make sense. Sure, wasn't? Didn't Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain see one
Yeah.
clip? Bro, bare people have seen it. Bro, do you not know about this?
No, they know Alex
These boys have done this.
Gabby Union liked and retweeted our video.
Oh yeah, the blonde bob.
We blonde Bob, bro.
That was a time where we were just we looked at them like, there was names, there's people that have seen it, there's people that, but if we know what we know now, you capitalize on the attention, like
100%.
you go for the attention.
100%.
And I think again, just going back to the Irish scene, we talk about Officer, and you talk about Cello, you talk about the Irish artists that we're talking about right now. It's like, there was a time Cello dropped a whole album.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not even saying anything about his run. I think his run was great, but maybe it's a question for his team and himself. Like, could we have gone harder? Or again, sometimes we're caught by surprise by these things. But I think someone that wasn't caught by surprise was Central C, bro.
No.
This team were on it.
His team were on
They're
it.
like,
On it,
Do you know how quickly Central C formed an image in our minds?
bro, it's crazy. If you deep it, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Ice Spice, bro. I promise you, till this day, just because of the type of guy I am, I'm very like stubborn. I've not listened to a single song of hers. Yeah, but I know all her songs.
It's true.
Right.
so then, but now, like, if we're flipping onto the Irish artists, so what are we basically saying is that you need to have stuff in your locker ready to go. Ready to
Yes.
capitalize.
Now, the reason I'm saying this, Ron, right, is because I know from first-hand information and first-hand sight that Hare Squead were recording a minimum of 3 songs a day. A minimum. Every single day.
That's crazy.
Right?
That's hunger, though.
Right? A minimum. Right? And the level of the songs that I was hearing from them a day, as in, if man had those 3 songs in the album today, we'll celebrate it.
Yeah.
You're right. Like, I've heard so many of their stuff. I'm like, bro, when's it coming out?
Yeah.
So if you think about it, if you're making, let me just quickly run a quick maths thing on it, because I mean every single day, because they made the type of like agreement with themselves, right? Let's just go 3 times. Let's go even 3 times 350.
Okay.
to take a few days off. Yeah,
Okay.
it's 1,050 songs a year. Think about that.
I'm gonna go in right. So this is man taking this seriously as a job.
Yeah.
What we do in a normal 9 to 5? We go in, we do whatever we do
you
for
do
those 9 to 5, for
4
those
hours.
8 hours a day. You should be able, I think, as a creative, as an artist, as a musician, rapper, singer, songwriter, producer, you have to look at it with that mindset. Is it with that mindset that we're making music daily, we're making our craft daily. Yeah. This what we make today might not hit. It might not even see the light of day. Yeah. But we're making some. We're flexing. We're working that muscle.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, you're right, Ron.
And I think maybe I'm getting ahead of ourselves by saying this, but maybe the scene, the space, the community, whatever you want to call it, we're so young that we only see that we still view it as a hobby. Yeah. That the level of input we put into it,
it's just like
it's not to the level.
Whenever I have bars,
just bro.
Man was forcing themselves. So you're looking at something like 1,000 songs a year, right?
Yeah.
So now, if someone comes to them and says,
"Give me an album,"
can we see what you have? Man, they have surplus.
Yeah.
Right, to say
of tracks that someone will be bound to be like, I like that one.
I like that. Like, do you understand? So they can't miss an opportunity because they're over prepared. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Just another one then. We always hear about these stories about other like American artists, like Chris Brown has so many songs. He says like 15,000 songs.
Yeah.
He did last year. Young Thug said the same thing. Yeah. Young Thug said the same thing. He had like 5,000 songs ready to go. Yeah. He goes to prison. Yeah. He's releasing an album while he's in prison.
He just has that level of a catalog. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And even if you go to content, you know, I think it was Jake Paul who says he for a whole year going to record, edit, and release on YouTube for 365 days. I think he said he missed only one day, so 364. And then you wonder, why is he at the level he's at today? Bro, he wasn't taking it as something that he's doing as cute, bro. No. He said, bro, I'm here for it.
Yeah. You're gonna know me.
You're gonna know me. And it's like, I have 365 opportunities to pop. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but again, the Irish, we again, if you look at cultures as well, right? You gotta look at
the laid backness of our culture.
The laid backness of our culture is too much, bro. We're too like be grand. We're too like, you know, we're not honest.
No,
we're not honest,
no,
bro.
We're not.
Yeah, I'm not saying like, bro. I just don't think that's cold. I don't think that stands up to the rest of the world. I want to play a song, you know, when I think about Abi Kulubali or Moyo, like. Okay, so Jaffa played me Moyo's song, right? And I said, who the hell is that? And I wasn't even considering that he could be Irish. Didn't consider. It's like, but I was like, who's this American dude? Because this guy's cold.
He sounds like he's British from America, yeah.
Then he says, it's Moyo. I goes, is he Nigerian? I'm literally doing everything to say, this cannot be an Irish guy.
Yeah.
That's what we need to be at. That's the level we need to be at. Where someone hears our song, I promise you, same thing happened with Abby.
It's good music. It's not good for Ireland. It's just good music.
It's good music.
Yeah.
What we're releasing now, a lot of man are releasing good for Ireland. That's not good enough, bro.
Yeah, no.
Can the UK man listen to this and be like, yo, who's that?
Yeah, they need to.
Like as in who's that type of vibe? Yeah. No, we don't have. As in, we only have a very small percentage of people that can do that. Yeah. But you know, we're celebrating, and I'm not saying everyone should get a round of applause, right? But Black and Irish Awards isn't your Mount Rushmore. It can't be. You're in big trouble if Black and Irish Awards is what you're aiming for. You're in very big trouble. You're not. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like if that is the place where you're like, I've got to recognize. You're in trouble, mate.
Because if you think about it,
I no disrespect to Black and Irish Awards, you know.
No. But like, if you think about it, right? Black people in Ireland, there's maybe, I think there's like 15,000 of us, or 1,500.
1,500 is crazy.
15,000 or 150,000, something like that.
There's 150,000.
150.
Yeah, I don't think 15,000 is.
I think that's the math. Leon did the math for this.
Yeah, it's 150.
if you're trying to just reach the 150,000, that's not enough.
Bro, thank you so much.
Big trouble.
You're not going to reach the
Mark,
150,000. The rule of thumb is always look at 10%. Try to at least get 10%.
Yeah.
If you get 10%, that's 15,000.
So you got 15. You got 15, and then you got to think about 15,000 is you do the Olympia once.
That's crazy.
Right. Just think about if you want to put that. If you sorry, 15,000 is doing the 3 arena once, right? You got to minus a lot of things. You got to minus the parents. You got to minus the little children. Yeah. You got to minus people that actually like. You know what I mean? You're probably left with 1,500, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that will do the Olympia. But like it's like. Again, these things when you make progress, if we win an award, if we get recognized, if something happens, I'm not against celebrating.
No, I hear you.
Bro,
celebrate and
celebrate. Tap yourself on the back. Share that moment with your friends. Have a good time when something good happens. This is very good. You know what I mean? But don't let that be the pinnacle of your career, because then if that's a pinnacle, it's only downward. Like literally, it's only downward.
Did you ever see the clip of when Central C accepted the mobile?
The one in his tracky?
In his tracky. And the one where he's just like, I'm not really a newcomer though.
Yeah.
But nevertheless. Like the bro was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
It's not even on his radar.
Do you know what I mean? And so you just had to have like wild dreams, big dreams, like dream bigger than Ireland. Ireland is like a good we have a blank canvas, boys. Do you know what I mean? Like we're literally able to create the scene and make it what we want to make it. But don't be limited by just the scene. Like go on, like again, YouTube. When I say Irish, when you think about Irish bands, also if you think about Irish artists, right? We us in the urban scene just like go straight to like the ones that we know.
Yeah.
When the world thinks about Irish artists, they think about YouTube. They think about Dermot Kennedy.
The script, Kennedy.
They think about them, man. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
We think about our man. No, that's not. That cannot be the levels, boys. No. Like the UK knows Stormzy. They know Stormzy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The white 40-year-old woman knows Stormzy. The young kid knows Stormzy. Like they know Stormzy. He has broken past the black community. Yeah. His shows are mainly white man. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like we have to get to that level where we're like, our dreams are way bigger than Vela. And
bro, but hang on.
That's it, right?
But, yeah, Vela's crazy. That's a clip. That's mad. But here's the thing, though. The thing that's stopping us in some extent, is our own people.
Go ahead, speak on that.
Tell me more.
Because there's an element of, if you were to actually broaden yourself and I want to make music that it's not just reaching for my community, people will be like, oh well, why are you making music for the white man?
You're right, bro.
Why are you making music for other people? Like make music for your own people.
When Soleil did it, the black man was just like, what's she doing?
But then when she's up there, we always believed in you. We clap you out. But when you're doing it, someone's like, oh man, look, this fella's a fob, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, just like, what's he doing? But he's not seeing what you're seeing. The person's not thinking what you're thinking. They're thinking, I don't want that Bella, or I don't even want that to be that's not my magnum opus. It can't be. If you think that's small, you're going to be around small people that way. But if you actually look and broaden it, you'd be like, I have to actually make, which is why I commend Cello and even Officer for some of the stuff they've done, because they realize that there's a bigger audience than just the man we grew up with.
Yeah,
just to tie that up a little bit is that
I
think we have to come to a place where we have to come to an agreement that we don't want to be big fishes in a small pond. Bro, we want to be the small fish in the big pond. And eventually try to take over that that pond. Cause if you're the like us, this is a chat I had with JLO, is that when you're the big man in your town, not even your city, just your town, your state, your locality, that's grand. That makes you feel good. That makes you feel bigger than you are. But when you take the bird's eye view and you look really where you are, man, are you still taking the Lewis with the leap card?
Bro, let me just tell you, this is probably like I'm bringing this into a religious space because in African, especially Nigerian type of culture, There's a thing of honor and like
Oh
celebrate,
yeah.
right? So, well, it's so funny because we always laugh about this because, right? So I do Open Circle. I've led it for about 5 years. You might know. And on Tuesday just passed, we had 230 people come out, right, on a normal Tuesday session. Wasn't any special event. It was just a Tuesday session, right?
Mad.
Our room was super packed. People were standing on the stairs. People were in the back room. Were not able to see, just only able to hear.
Okay.
You know, people sitting on the floors, standing. It was a safety hazard, right? So we're looking at it like it's a problem. We need to get out of the space, but we're kind of like, I just told you earlier, we started off, you know, as in when we moved to that space, you know, everybody could fit in a selfie.
Yeah, we started 30 people. Yeah.
Right? So now you have 230 people.
Yeah.
Right?
Crazy.
So we, you know, we kind of look at that like, oh, that's mad. And, you know, I was at an event recently and, you know, some of the guys from the UK were like, when we hear what you're doing, you're like such a, like, they use this word where you're like, I guess they're trying to honor, but like such a father, and a land. I'm like, I don't even have a son,
Like
but like,
man of God.
just such a
that-
father in the land, and I'm thinking, okay, cool, no. Or, say I take that and be like, oh, I am a father. Yeah, do you know what? We do have hundreds of people come. If we do an event today, 400 people. I could do that.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy.
if I went, you know, when I went to Manchester, so it was a Nigerian pastor that came out to Manchester in May, Apostle Salmon. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Yeah. I actually remember asking a few. I remember asking because Lewis and a few of you man went out
We
there.
all went
Yeah.
together. My team, about 10 of us went together. Bro.
Yeah.
We went out, bro, and we were in block A, row 6, H. Yeah.
It's a lot of letters.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah. How many people? What's capacity?
21,000.
Jeez.
Right. So I've come with 10 man.
Yeah.
I look behind me, and in front of me, just literally as in our row or block,
Yeah.
probably about 1,000 people. That's bigger than any event we've ever done.
Put together even.
Put together, right? Think about it, and it's one block.
Levels.
Crazy. There's
So
levels.
you
There's
understand?
levels.
You
Yeah.
understand? So
Yeah.
what people are calling me a father for here?
Yeah.
I was a youth. I was a youth.
I was in Sunday school.
I was a youth. Man, out there.
I rate it though. I rate it because you went and saw. You went out to see. Actually, nah.
There we go. No,
You went out to see
you go.
further than yourself.
Yeah.
You didn't just stay in it.
Yeah.
You went and saw. I'm like, what are you all talking about?
Yeah.
You said something right. That's key right there.
Yeah.
You went and see, right? At least for myself, whenever I want to get inspired, I have to go out.
You have to,
I have to
yeah,
go out
yeah.
of my circle. I have to go
100.
out of my proximity and see what's happening elsewhere.
Yeah, bro.
And when I see what's happening elsewhere, I was like, okay, I know this is possible. I know what's possible.
100%.
Because what's possible, what I'm doing right now, isn't the max of my ability. The max of what we can do. And unfortunately, maybe what's happening in the scene and the space over here back home is that we. When I say we, I'm saying we as a collective.
Yeah, 100.
We only know what we know. We've only seen, we've seen Cello do this, or we've seen Soleil do this. Yeah. Oh, and when you kind of reach that level, you're like, okay, that's it.
Yeah, bro.
But you kind of, I think I challenge you to go out there and
Can
see.
we go further?
See what man is out
I
there
literally
doing
use
out there.
I literally use that, you know, because my team were there. You know, we usually use that to I use that to motivate my team and to tell them that, because again, this year we've done amazing things. Launched a website, launched merch. Prepared. Like the merch is literally about to be launched. Done a tour, major events.
Tour was amazing. I heard
collab events. You know, crazy things, right?
Yeah.
I said to my guys, well done, clap yourselves. Because, but remember when we were in Manchester? I just always remind them, and they're like, yeah. It makes them realize, not that we're nowhere.
Yeah.
We have a long way to go.
Long way to go.
And that's just I just want them to think big. Think bigger than here. Think bigger than now. Think bigger than a sold out a 300 seater. Think bigger than that, you know? You know, even with the podcast, cool, we did the Sugar Club. Now we're doing the last one. Quick plug, the last one on the 19th of November.
The last one.
Well,
that's the way you should be taken.
Yes, and what we're saying to ourselves, we're not doing Sugar Club anymore.
Yeah, you can't.
We've grown. Like, let's go bigger.
Yeah.
And yes, the bigger may be scary, but go for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and this is the only way to succeed and stretch it and keep pulling and then you don't know where you can actually end up. When you start doing Tree Arena, everyone's like, how does a black man do the Tree Arena from Ireland?
Yeah.
And you're like, well, he just didn't see himself always doing Sugar Club for the rest of his
For
life.
his life. Yeah.
He saw himself do Tree Arena. Do you know what I mean? I think we, as a collective, yes, let's celebrate some good stuff, but don't let the good stuff handicap us.
Yeah.
We're trying to move. We're trying to get to a different level, and your success is handicapping you.
Yeah, bro.
Right? It's literally disabling you from going to the next level.
That's crazy.
Isn't it? Is it like, man, like, again,
Say that one more time.
don't let your success handicap you. Don't let it, because I think it's the problem we have a lot, you know, because we're not used to being celebrated in that way sometimes. Like,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So when you do have it, it's overwhelming to a certain extent for people.
A man live in that space, and also it's one of the most scariest things, right? We do a live show, right? And you know, I think the first one we did like a 10v10 Afro beats, and also old school Afro beats, new school. We did Usher, Chris Brown.
Yeah.
We had a great time. We had a great time, right? You were at the front tramline, right? And we do. And so we finished that. We're like, okay, what do we do? We have a few ideas for the second one. Cool. We do the second one, and it's crazy. Smiley's on the drums. Jesse's playing the thing. You know, we do Naira versus Ashake. Like, you know, we do some like girls versus. I don't know what we did. We do some great stuff. And we
you put me on the spot as well with some mad question. Anyway,
I can't remember.
It was like something they were like a house or something. And I just stay, it's like Dan. I'm like, for flip's sake.
I just picked anyone that knew, bro. And you finish the shows, right? And people have come to us like, honestly, that's such a sick show, such a great show. And some people have come to us and said 10 out of 10 shows.
Yeah.
And you sit there and you're like, 10 out of 10. How the hell do you?
How do you have 11 out of 10?
How'd you have 11, right? Yeah. So like that is a scary thought, but we sit down and we say, boys, you know, we have to beat the last one. And that's what we say to ourselves. So we sit there and we're like, how can we beat the last one, right? So because our minds are not saying, oh, she said 10 out of 10, just do the exact same thing we did last time. No. Because then that's the beginning of your downfall.
That's going to downfall, yeah.
You must look at that and say, you know what? How could I give 11? How could I give 12? You gotta always beat yourself, because if from 6 months from now you're still operating at the same level, you're a stagnant person. You've not grown. And I think if you're learning every single day, you're growing every single day.
This
and
is
if you're
why
growing every single day, your level has to change.
And this is why I actually think every person in any field needs a mentor.
100%.
You need a mentor, because a mentor will actually and someone who even you aspire to be like and actually become like, and see what they've done in front of you and actually done levels above you. If you were able to grab that person or even talk to that person or talk to someone like that and actually tell them what you've done, and they can look at you and be like, yeah, it's okay, it's cute. And then you actually set you a realistic and being like, this is how you go to the next space. So I don't think we have a lot of people like that.
Yeah,
we have a lot of people around us that are telling us what we're doing is sick. And then when you're being told what you're doing is sick, you're just going to think, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing then.
Well, your friends are not your flipping measuring tape for this thing, man. They can't be the people who are telling you if this is good or not. Like, listen, your friends can have their opinions. That's 100% good. But if you only go to your friends for their opinion, like, for what do you think about this? And he says, your friends obviously considering you. Now, it depends on what type of friends you have. You know, I know some friends who will just say, ass.
Yeah. You need that.
And sometimes you need that, you know? Yeah. My brother Smiley, he's the type of dude, you know, I don't bring music, like when I do music, I don't bring music to him, or even if it's a podcast, bro, I won't bring anything to him, even if it's a word, even if it's a sermon I'm preparing.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing it to him unless I know in my heart this is cold, because he'll just let you know by his reaction. Now he's a bit more, nicer. Now he'll just be like, oh, cool. Before he'd be like, It's rubbish. Straight up. And it used to burn me.
Yeah.
But then it made me be like, anything I bring to this dude, it's gotta be cold.
Cold. Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So it makes you first aware, like, what am I doing? Is this thing cold or is it not cold?
That's class.
You understand what I'm saying? We need people around us to be like, bro, that's not cold.
Yeah.
You can't build yourself around
Yes,
a bunch
man.
of yes men. No.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
You're in big trouble if you do that. Do you know what I mean? And mentorship is big as well, bro.
The echo chamber. Sometimes we live in our own echo
Yeah,
chamber.
we do.
I think that's what in Ireland we live within our own echo chamber. Like
That's
sometimes
crazy.
you hear certain songs from certain people and you're like,
Yeah.
that's actually not it, man. That's actually you're actually better than this. Just because you're at such a level
Yeah,
doesn't
bro.
mean that we have to keep saying yes, this is
Yeah, that's
great.
cold,
No,
bro.
like,
No, yeah.
sometimes a song may slip and you know
Yeah.
that's calm.
Yeah, bro.
Come back better.
Do you okay, you might know Madam Joyce, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, like she when we had her on, right? She said I'm actually just pointing out the level at which people are willing to make this thing happen for themselves. Yeah. We had her on because I saw a few of her TikToks early, and I just said to the boys, like, I think she's gonna be cold. The boys didn't know who she was. I was like, I think she's gonna be cold. I think she's literally gonna be it. Like, she's gonna be this like big personality in the UK.
Yeah, like another
And then,
world.
yeah. I literally said it to the boys, and the boys were like, listen, we didn't have much people to like pull from, so like, yeah, cool. So we said, yeah, we got her on. We got her on. Sat down, I was like, yeah, no, she's gonna be that person, right? So obviously from there we kind of built a friendship. She said, we started texting on Instagram and stuff like that. Just she used to listen to our stuff and used to talk about some stuff, back in the day, and then, and this is before she had a few, pops here and there, but nothing was really sticking, right? And then she called me. These are the times we had a sponsorship from Manscaped, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So she calls me and she says, how did you man get that sponsorship? And I was like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I think they reached out to us and we just kind of took the opportunity. And she goes like, do you man email people and stuff? I was like, yeah, we do this here and there. Like, we're just kind of like, I was kind of like not really taking it seriously. Like, yeah, we just do this and this and this. And she goes, okay, I'm gonna send, this is what she said to me, I'm gonna send 30 emails every day. She was still working a job. She goes, I'm gonna send 30 emails every day. 30 emails, not million.
Yeah.
30 emails every day until something pops. And she says, she was talking about her editing, how she's gonna upgrade on that, how she's gonna shoot consistently. She was just literally saying, I'm upping my game from now. She told me that she's gonna do it. And in front of my eyes, she did it. She literally did exactly what she said she's gonna do. Now she's full time on the content creation stuff.
Yeah.
Like there is a hunger based on the environment that she's in as well. Yeah. She saw us, bro. She saw us get a Manscaped deal, and what I'm trying to contrast there as well is our attitudes. We got a Manscaped deal, and kind of like, yeah, that's cool, boys, and everyone in Ireland's like, oh, Manscaped, like it's mad that everyone knows. Yeah. Where's your head? I got a Manscaped deal.
Manscaped deal, yeah, it's mad. Yeah, it's mad.
And where is the like? I can't even tell you. I could tell you like more than 5 that she has. I know she works with Adidas, Spotify. She has so many deals, but we still celebrating the Manscaped from 3 years. Come on.
We're just happy. We celebrate mediocrity and we're happy we're just got a little bit and we don't capitalize on what we should be capitalizing on.
Man. Yeah.
So man, bro, it's insightful, man. Do you know what? I also appreciate how like open you were about this. You were showing like how things are from your side of things.
Yeah, bro.
I appreciate that.
I just think because again, people come up to me and when people come up to me on a love thing, I genuinely like that's something that you still don't ever get used to. I was in the pavilion yesterday. I was just walking with my guys, and man walks up to me and says, "Bro, I love what you do," and
I think I remember, and funny enough, it's someone who actually said to me, it was like, I think it's just, it's Jaffa, I remember I sat down, we were at like a Camel Club thing like last year. I think you man put through for it as well.
Yeah,
it was like the
yeah.
one that was in there where you saw the open
Complex,
like,
man,
it's in the complex,
yeah.
So me and Jaffa were sitting there, we were just chilling, and I remember he said something that was just mad. He was just talking about, which is very much similar to talking about KDs. There's a sense of hunger that the only difference between you and what someone else wants is that one person just wants it more than you. Like one person is willing to actually just put in the time and be like, I'm going to do this no matter what. I'm gonna send 3 emails, I'm gonna make 3 songs a day. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And we just in this country don't have that hunger. We're actually pretty laid back. Like we're in pretty much in that space of we are very comfortable. We're actually almost afraid to be uncomfortable. And it was just like raw. And I sat there and I thought that I was like, yeah, it's true, because the people that we now look at and we now aspire, we'd be like, cool, they were just like us. They just worked their asses off.
Yeah, bro. That's exactly what it is, bro. I know a guy. I always share it on my podcast. With like, I know a guy who was like in Dublin, in Tallaght, in Foot Locker, even narrow it down, and he's a millionaire now. But here's how I know there's a difference between him and the normal dude I talk to, is because he said back then when he just left Foot Locker, he says, I was working on a project in Ireland for 2 years. Didn't make any progress. Went to LA in 2 days, finished what he couldn't accomplish in 2 years. He sat in a car, in the back of a car, with the coffee holder, Starbucks, with a partner, and they worked on the laptops for 2 days. Finished what he couldn't get done in 2 years in Ireland. Said that nothing wrong with his brain. It's just the change of environment. Yeah. Now, there is a culture in LA. There's a culture in Atlanta. There's a culture in New York. There's a culture in those major cities that you can't just manufacture here, because some of these men have gone through some hardships that makes them work their asses off. Us here, bro, we get paid to go to college, bro. Man, I get Susie, bro.
That's crazy.
Bro, Susie,
I get Susie.
So think as in America, if you go to college for the next how many years you're in debt,
You're paying
them,
bro.
you know. So you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
when such a different environment which breeds complacency, it breeds laziness, and so man are just comfortable, man are just doing whatever they want to do, and like that should be okay. When there's people who are like, I'm hungry for this. Even if you any sports, even football, bro, you're looking at a team who's lower than a successful team that has billion. I'll use my own team, United. Like, we have so many great players, but then like a team like Crystal Palace could just show that they're just hungrier.
They want it.
They want it more. And then they beat you. So it's like, how hungry are we in Ireland? And again, I'm speaking to myself as well.
Yeah, same.
And I'm when we say Ireland or whatever, like it's all of us collectively, because the talent is there.
Yes.
The talent is there.
Yes.
But the talent doesn't take you to the top. The talent doesn't take you as far as you think
it's that work, bro. It's that hunger.
If it did, then the most talented people
were at the top.
Yeah. Whereas it's not like that.
And the most beautiful thing I've been able to see is when talent and hard work, just like come together. That's what Hare Squead did have. They had the talent and they had the work rate. They literally did. Jaffa has the talent, work rate, but he's not even doing music anymore. So I want to see the work rate from these man. Yeah. I want to see working from us, man, from us. Us in the content creation scene, in the business world as well. We all need to step up the level, because even with my business, I was like, I have loads of podcasts in my studio, like loads, right? And I'm like, I have loads of podcasts, and I think it was my brother just spoke to me, because you're using 10% of that studio. You're utilizing 10%.
That's crazy.
And I said, whoa. Bro, we just have a room and a little side room. You're utilizing 10%. And I was thinking, that's mad. It woke me up to be like, why am I celebrating the few podcasts I have? That's a great, to have, again, we started off with no podcast. You know, it was only words your head out shooting in that space. So that to have about 15 podcasts is great. It's good, but it's not the whole picture.
No.
So I'm saying this to myself. I'm not saying this like, oh, you man should fix up. I'm saying all of us fix up.
All of us.
That's all like, because if everybody fixes up and everyone gets a different type of level of of drive, of hunger, if everyone like upgrades the levels, has a bit more of a focus, bro, I'm saying that together as a scene, people will begin to hear about Ireland and be like, them man there are crazy. The same way we speak about the London culture.
Yeah.
We speak about the LA culture. Like, we speak about different cultures because these man are together rising. If we could do that in Dublin, in Ireland, bro, people start talking about, it's like, oh, you hear what, like, I know you love the French Afro scene.
Yeah. And they're popping now.
They're popping now, bro. Do you know what I mean? Them man are rising together, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think when we speak about Afrobeats, they're rising together. Everyone's just rising together. I think something that we need to do, but up the levels and stop saying that's class to mid stuff.
And stop getting offended for not being at places or whatever.
No, but like, do you know who I have to say for work rate? This is not even became creative scene space, but this is just and you'll agree with this. The people that I can think of, two of them that come to my head that do this to a very high standard and like work their asses off to do what they do it's Phil and Ruth.
Oh, they're crazy.
Bro, Phil and Ruth who lead Expectation Church.
Yeah.
If anyone pops up with Expectation Church, them people. Them
Expectation.
people. No, but them people.
The levels are crazy.
Like what they see is mad. And what they do in their own spare time is, I tell you, you'd actually be almost at a level where you're like, are you man insane?
Yeah.
Like, but they know how much they want to try build what they're building, that they will put in that effort and time to oversee this, to make sure to do this, to bring someone in to do this, to make sure that we can move in the space of months to move to a bigger screen in a cinema already that holds 330 people
And
to then
operate at that level is crazy.
and to have people, 70 people or so people on team, and then it's just
it's mad, bro. Like, I got an email yesterday or today from Ruth for the Planning Center, and she's scheduled me in November and December.
bro.
I looked at December and I was like, that's crazy. And I've seen, usually on the week of me playing, I'll see all the songs.
Yeah.
I know the songs in December.
That's class.
I was thinking, that's a level. Again, I'm learning. Again, a lot of things that I'm the type of person, I'll be honest, this is probably a key for anybody to take home. I am the type of person couldn't give a rat about originality. Couldn't give a rat's.
Really?
I couldn't give a rat's.
Couldn't give a rat's.
I'm going to copy that thing and make it mine.
Bro.
It's not original. It's a copy with my twist.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
We're on the same page.
So I'm gonna let me think of a brand new way. I look at what Phil and Ruth are doing.
Bro.
I look at what Expectation Church is doing. I'm saying,
Bro.
we give handbags to newcomers when they come into Upper Circle. We just pay for it, just there. Everyone come in and say, when you come in, all it has is the OC logo on it now.
Yeah.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're not.
again,
if you're gonna ever do something at a level, watch what, as Ron was saying, watch the people that are doing it
at the level, bro.
Right,
bro.
Take those notes. How can you make it your thing and implement it? Bro. And watch yourself. You know,
flip it in reverse.
Those people, man, they asked me, they're like, "Damn, but you like oversee just like expectation socials for YA for a thing." I was like, "Yeah, sure." Send me an email. They had socials. They had socials planned from September here, this September gone to June next year. Dates. When, where,
love that.
time.
I love that because
that's mad.
That's amazing. That's literally what I was in the studio today, and I was thinking, like, when I saw that, Ruth gave me that email, I was like, oh geez, I've been telling my team that because we also plan our year, so by November, they'll know the whole of 2024. And I saw that first from Kevin Hart and then from Bishop T.D. Jakes.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart said his schedule for 2 years.
That's crazy.
I was, when he said that, I was like,
boys, I feel convicted.
I feel so convicted, bro.
I said, what? And then I was like, wait, so he So you can't catch him off. He knows he's planned his life.
He's planned his life.
And then I remember TD Jakes was like, he was announcing a leadership summit, like as in this year's one. Then he announced the next year's one with all the guests that were going to come for the next year's one.
See, at a high level, you're planning way ahead.
Way ahead.
Yeah.
Way ahead. Way ahead. You can't just come up with stuff randomly at a high level. Again, it's why it's only certain people in my life would have access to be able to say, David, what are you doing today at 5:00? You dare not. you dare, like, if we don't have that type of like relationship,
no.
you dare not ask me what am I doing at 5:00 because I might not even answer you because don't you think I have my whole someone came up to me the other day and was like, oh, how long should I ask before what time frame should I give you before we can have a meeting for a meeting? And I goes, give it 2 or 3 weeks, and they were like, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. You operate like that now.
I'm at that level where we can't ask me for something this week and I give it to you this week.
No.
And if something does happen or changes, it literally puts me off further.
Exactly.
Like, I'm feeling it this week because something happened. Like Monday is my day. Monday is my day for me to reset, to do all my stuff.
Yes.
Plan for my things are already planned or whatever. My day to reset was. Bro, my dad needed to go to the airport. I had to go pick him up, drop him off the airport.
Shifted the whole thing.
Bro, because I didn't have my rest on my Monday.
Yeah.
Bro, I've been tired ever since. And it's Thursday.
Thursday, Ron was like,
I forgot I had a meeting today until I got a text about it today.
Oh my God.
And it's been in my calendar for weeks.
It's mad, isn't it?
Bro.
I think when we start all operating at that level, man, it's kind of like it's a good thing, man. I think we should all just aspire to operate at just an elevated level, man. Because then people also take you seriously as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember like my friendships before. Us, man, are just like, what are you doing today? Chilling. What you want to do? You want to come over here and chill? Yeah, let's go. Chill. And then I began to become more intentional and began to grasp onto purpose a little bit more. And then so we're chilling now, yeah? And I'm like, maybe, okay, if I'm going to be here, let's have like an edifying conversation or a conversation that kind of like motivates us.
Yeah. Keeps going.
No, man, we'd rather talk about girls. So then you stay in the space and you're very frustrated.
Yeah.
I spent 3 hours here. And then next time, like, bro, if I'm chilling like about an hour. Then you realize I'm not chilling anymore. Just because, bro, my life is in a space where I can't waste time anymore.
No.
Time is probably the most valuable thing I look at right now. You don't get that back, and the stuff you can do with your time, bro. So.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Been a good chat, man.
Been a good chat, bro. Bless.
Good chat, man.
Podcasters chat, man.
Yes.
Hey,
bro.
Yeah, we had a podcast as well, man. I know it's a music thing.
But
like this is what it's all about. Like
this is
life, music, and life is all the same.
Listen. Hey, well, comment, subscribe. Shout out to Where's Your Head At, boys. What we doing?
Why you listen to this week?
Ooh, okay, good question.
2 people.
Okay.
2 people on replay. So Grace Tanner, in theory. Boy, it's just cold. It's cold.
What's her name?
Grace Tanner.
Okay.
In theory.
Oh yeah, comes up here. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Like, as in, we'll play it
I'll
after.
play
It's really good. And then I'm listening to, I don't know how to say his name, but Loiso. Give it a little kindness.
Is he South African?
I think so, bro.
Okay.
Well, I think he's probably based in the US, or
I think that's a South African type of name.
He's unbelievable. Give a little kindness by Loiso. So that's LLOYSO. Grace Tanner's called.
Hey.
Voice is sick.
Her melody choice.
That's cold. That's cold.
Yeah.
Okay, and he was the other person?
LLO. Yeah, him. Loiso.
Oloiso.
Yeah, he's so it's the song is Give a Little Kindness.
Give it a little.
Yeah, he actually looks South African, so he probably is.
Yeah.
He looks South African, yeah. But yeah, my brother played it for me recent, and since then I've just been been in love with it. No, it's actually, it will be the top one.
Oh, it's top one?
Yeah.
Quiet one?
The quiet one, yeah.
Liking that.
Go mid. Go to the mid.
What a voice.
No, there you go. That's that reaction.
That's the reaction.
Oh, T Keys is crazy.
Oh, this is. What's this one called?
Give a little kindness, quiet version.
South African soul singer.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, can't wait for
After we finish this, play this again.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cold.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
Damn.
That's beautiful.
Man, that's nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm listening to at the moment. Yeah.
Dan, what you listen to?
I'm listening to a fella who's I followed him for a minute, but I remember actually chatting him again with Percy. I think he's called. I've been listening to O'Deal. You know O'Deal?
Yeah, you know O'Deal.
Yeah, O'Deal.
Deal is cold.
O'Deal is cold, bro. I've been
Deal
listening
is
to.
stiff, man.
I've listened to all that it takes. It's a new track. He did the colors actually.
Huh.
They're sick over in the UK, man. They're sick.
Deal is stiff.
Yeah, he's different.
That instrumentation.
Cold.
Yeah, cold. What you got, Ron? What you got?
I've been listening to some Tweet.
Tweet.
Yeah.
I have no
Turn the
clue.
lights off. She's like one of Timbaland's artists back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Like R&B. That's
Shit.
and there hasn't been any hard music.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ron,
that's it, bro.
I'll
Dark
play
Skin
that.
Society, man.
Is this the one
We're
featuring
soft.
Missy Elliott? Is it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Play this.
Oh, is she featuring?
That could be a sample.
Huh.
Oh, I wasn't expecting to go with that.
That's cold.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Those hard drums on it, just an R&B song.
Yeah, drum's crazy.
This is an old song, isn't it?
Yeah, 2005-ish.
Oh, I love this.
Let's go.
We have been bar for bar. Thank you for staying with us. Yeah.
Love, man.
Oh, Tweet Squad again. But yeah, this is us. If you like, follow and subscribe. You can catch Dave, KD. You can catch him on Where's Your Head At.
Shout out to the
Open
boys.
Circle. You know whatever. You know all that. And they've also got a live show on the 19th of November.
Yeah,
There you
man.
go. You're here first. You're on Tuesday.
We'll be there.
Nice.
See
Peace
you, man.
out.
Take care.